Bitcoin hit 79,500 this morning. Are we going up higher, or are we going to roll down to the 60s again? That's what I'm going to talk about this video. Plus, I'm going to talk about some of the recent trades that I've taken. I'm going to talk about where I'm at. I'm actually in Hawaii. I've been here for about 10 plus days. My daughter got married yesterday. It was awesome, phenomenal. She married a kid from Fiji. Tell you what, they know how to throw a wedding. I'll put a few clips at the end if you guys want to check it out. It was awesome and amazing. I haven't really been at my computer much the last 10 days, but Bitcoin has been doing Bitcoin things. It's awesome. That's what we're going to talk about in this video today, guys. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, Joel with the Crypto Code here. Hope you guys are doing well. I thought I'd jump on and do a little update on Bitcoin and talk about where we're at, the probabilities of us going up higher and or rolling over. And I'm going to talk about some of the most recent trades that I've taken, even though I've been out here in Hawaii for about 10 days and I'm on Oahu. My daughter just got married, and like I said, I'll put some clips at the end. It was phenomenal. So, Bitcoin, where are we at? Well, we hit 79,500 just this morning. We tagged that level there, and then we're doing a little bounce-a-rooney down below, but more likely than not, we are going to hit that 80,000 to 82,000 range. And will we go up from there? We'll see. My last video, I believe we talked about the range, that we've been playing this range from about 65,000 up to the 84,000 range, and it looks like we decided to go upwards. By the way, congratulations to our members who've been taking our trade plans. You guys have been crushing it. You guys have been killing it. I've taken some trades myself, although at this wedding, I haven't really done too much. I haven't actually been on my laptop hardly at all the last 10 days. There's a trade that I started on Bitcoin, yes, on the day of the wedding, but we had about 2 hours. We were just standing there. I grabbed my phone real quick and took one of our trade plans, locked in the profits. Remember guys, whenever you trade crypto, whether it's a long or short trade, you need to do three things. You need to answer these three questions. Number one, where is my entry price? Where am I going to enter the trade? And you have to have this in advance, know this in advance. Number two, where am I going to exit if the trade goes against me? That's called your stop loss. And number three, where am I going to exit if the trade goes for me? That's called your take profit. You can see my take profit there. This trade actually has already taken 3 take profits, and now I'm moving that last profit to what's called a runner. In case this thing runs, I'll be able to milk a lot more profit out of it. Same thing with a Solana trade that I took yesterday. When did I take this trade? Took this trade on April 19th. Same thing with the Solana trade. I've been moving that up. These are guaranteed in-profit trades because I know the answer to those 3 questions. Okay, by the way, before I talk more about Bitcoin, if you're going to learn how to trade like we do with a trade plan where you know well-defined entry, exit, take profit level, stop losses, invalidations, head on over to the description of this video. You can register for a short workshop and learn what we do at the Crypto Code. Okay, so Bitcoin, we've been talking about how it's been ranging from about that 65,000 up to, you know, that 82 to 84,000 range. Could we go up more from here? Absolutely. I think the probabilities are very bullish right now. When you see in our cycles, we are about to flip green on what's called our TCC Cycle Pro indicator. That means Bitcoin is starting to get some momentum to go up. Will we have sustained momentum to continue to go up? Probably not. Probably we're going to visit in the 82, 84 range. That's an area of interest to look at. And if we break up through there, guys, we're probably hitting 90K to 91K. And then from there, we'll take it from there. That may be an area where we roll back over and head back down to 60K and even lower for some other great bottoming entries on Bitcoin. But we could be surprised. We could go all the way up. 97K is kind of the area where if we broke above 97K and went up with quite a bit of momentum, boy, that would be the most epic trade, right, guys? Everyone thinks Bitcoin is going down further and further and further. And what if we just ripped up from there? I think the probabilities of that are a little less than us hitting into 84, 87, hitting up to 91K, and then rolling back over down in that 60K range. That does seem to be the area that we're catching some bottoms at. Now, will we roll back over further down? I think that the probability is kind of high, and it probably will be fast and furious and quick. Maybe we hit into the mid 50s, low 50s. You know, that would be an area of interest. You know, not financial advice, guys. This is what I'm doing. I'm just a guy on YouTube that makes videos, but I trade these markets as well. Those are areas that I'm looking forward to. However, who knows? Maybe this could be an epic rally and we all get locked out. I don't really care so much. Yes, I do spot buy Bitcoin at certain levels. However, I do a lot of trading, both long and short. Let me show you guys some of the trades, like I said, that I've had in place. These are some of the trades that I have currently open here. I still have my long trade, boy, that I started back on March 4th. That trade actually has already locked in over 30,000 in profit, and so there's an additional 8,339. And if we go up and hit additional targets in here, I'll lock in a little bit more. There's only about 2.5% of my entire trade on that one. That's, like I said, like it's called a runner. I'll show you some of my most recent trades in history. I took a little bit of scalp trades here and there over the last several days, mostly on Bitcoin, few on ETH. You can see some of those trades there. I'll kind of scroll through that. There's one that hit a stop loss there. And I don't know if you guys can see that from the video here. There we go, guys. And I closed. Some of my short trades did close out into some significant profit. Here we go. Yep, there was my 19,000. And yeah, I did have one BTC long. And that one, I did not follow my plan. I didn't follow my own rules and I got stopped out. Lost 7,000 on that one. But that trade that closed out for 19,000, that was a nice short trade as well. That was a long trade, actually. So, guys, trade the markets that are in front of you. When you learn how to trade, you don't care so much about where the price of Bitcoin is going in the long run. Yes, I like to go ahead and buy spot Bitcoin at certain levels and then sell at certain levels. And this is more of like a cycle, a 4-year cycle trading. But those opportunities only come around about every 3 to 4 years. And then you just have to have a lot of patience. If you want to make money all the time, it's always a bull market in crypto. If you want to make money all the time, which I do, my favorite way of trading crypto, learn how to trade crypto. It's not as hard as you think if you know the answer to these 3 questions. All right, guys, so just to kind of recap, where do we think Bitcoin is going? I do think we're getting a little bit more upward price momentum here. Again, 82, 84K is the range to look at. If we tap above 91,000, look for that 97,000 range to test. And that'll be, if we bounce down between those areas there, we'll look for some a little lower levels. But boy, I tell you what, if we hit above 97,000, game on, guys. It will be a crazy bull market. By the way, but the bull market starts at the lows, so you guys know. Most people are talking about, oh, the bear market's here. Bear market's been here for quite some time now, guys. Probably well over, at least since October, but most likely even before October. Bear markets start at tops and bull markets start at bottoms. And we are at bottoming levels right now. We're building up this foundation and these ranges. And nobody wants to get into crypto right now. It's boring, right? Nobody will want to buy Bitcoin right now, except for people that are smart, like you. And if you're watching this channel, you're smart. These are the areas to start considering. This is when bull markets start. Bull markets start, nobody knows it. They think we're still in a bear market. And then finally, when Bitcoin just rips up, hits 100K again, 120K, jumps up to 140K, jumps up to 160K. Then they think the bull market's on, they start buying, they start foaming at the top, they buy Bitcoin at these higher levels while we're selling Bitcoin and selling into profits. They're buying Bitcoin, they're doing the opposite of what we do, and then we start shorting it. And it's just a cycle, it just continues over and over again. All right, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Let me jump out here, show you guys a little of the scene where I'm at, and you guys can see kind of in the background. Actually, let me pan the camera around so you guys can get a better view. Got a, oh, there we go, we'll pan it around. There we go. Got a nice view of the ocean here. Beautiful, beautiful area here on Oahu. Like I said, I'll put a few clips here at the end of the wedding yesterday. It was truly epic. Guys, if you want to learn what we do here in trading Bitcoin and crypto, altcoins, head on over to the description of this video, register for one of our workshops. Learn what we do, how we take our trades with our trading plans. Go to the webinar, watch it, take a short quiz at the end, and we'll send you $10 in Bitcoin for your time. You guys are gonna love it. Alrighty guys, this is Joel with the Crypto Code. As always, take massive action in your life and anything you do. Here's the wedding, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Here they are. They're coming. Yay! Woo! Look at these guys. They're newlyweds. Look at this. Here's the food. Hey, if you liked that video, there's another one right here. You can click on it and learn more about what we do. Also, you can go down in the description of this video, get a free risk calculator. You can check out our workshop. You can check out all the resources here at the Crypto Code. If you want content that's going to teach you how to finally be profitable in crypto, trading, investing, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the video. And if you have questions, comment down below. We answer every single one. Take care, guys.